Привет, товарищ, and hello, Yankees. Welcome to my channel again by a socialist. And today's video is nothing political but reviewing the three endings of a game or a franchise of a game. The franchise which has defamed USSR for nearly all of his games except for the World War II series. Hell yeah, comrades! I am talking about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, the latest game in the franchise. Although having three endings make the game Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, man, such a big name, quite confusing, but at least this game shows a neutral overview of the Cold War, and although it did not portray Russians as the saints, it had a neutral perspective at last. At least it did. It was less biased than its predecessor, that is the Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which was released in 2019. That game was so inaccurate that in order to protagonize America and antagonize Russians, and that too as an ethnicity, it blamed the atrocities caused by America upon Russia on Urgizistan, which is present-day Syria. It also promoted war crimes, as it proved American soldiers could be in disguise as citizens hunting Russian helicopters and killing Russian soldiers. Though it has superior graphics to its successor, but only in some cases, the story of the latter seems much more vibrant and more practical. So if you want to know about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, let's say it's about fighting in Syria as an Islamic woman, killing Russians and showing Russians as dangerous neo-Nazi criminals. Even the main antagonist is a Russian general whose name is Barkov, who is literally portrayed as a CEO of racism, and the story is about killing Barkov. And the most funny thing is that you are not an American soldier, you are not the old SAS officer Captain Price, but you are literally a terrorist Syrian woman fighting Russians who are actually in real life the good guys out there. Okay, so let's stop any politics from happening here, guys. So now let's come to the good end, and now let's straight up jump to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So the story is same for all people for literally 80% of the game, where you, who is identified, whose name is Bell, who at first is identified as the CIA agent, is the controllable character, and then comes Adler, who seems to be the main protagonist of the game at first. And the main antagonist is Perseus, a Soviet general. Okay, so your team also you are first identified as a CIA agent, and your team consists of other persons like Alex Mason, Jason Woods, Perk, and a woman named Perk, and some other unimportant characters who are not that significant, and your captain, who is Adler. Okay, and you do daring tasks with Adler and your CIA comrade in arms. Okay, although it's not correct to refer to them as comrade in arms. Anyways, you and your CIA members do very daring tasks, like once you infiltrate the KGB headquarters with Al Adler, and you do insane things. Okay, you do. However, you will soon be able to know that you were actually never a CIA agent, but was betrayed by the Americans, and they had reprogrammed your mind to think that you were actually a CIA agent, which you were not in real life. The Americans had literally used you, manipulated you, and then literally tried to get rid of you the second they had found all use of you. So they had literally backstabbed you. Which is a pretty good American thing to happen. Okay. Okay, we have all dealt with that. Anyways, so since you are now literally betrayed by the Americans, the story now changes its shape. Okay. So you now hold a grudge against Adler and the whole CIA team and all of America and Americans, and thus you can either take revenge upon America or stay loyal with America. So this leads to us coming to the good ending and the bad ending. So Adler had actually captured you inside of a laboratory and was running tests of you to find out that who you were and what you know about Perseus, because earlier you were actually a pro-Soviet person who had extremely good connections with Perseus and was and also was a Soviet militant. Okay, and your mind was literally reprogrammed by Americans. I'm repeating this again. Your mind was literally reprogrammed by Americans to thinking that the Americans were actually the good guys in here and the Russians were criminals. Okay. So, and thus this leads to the three endings of the game. Let's come to the first ending, which is the good ending, and which too is referred by Americans, not by me. So don't get triggered. So the how to achieve the good ending or to save America is to tell the truth to Adler in the laboratory, that stating that Perseus is in the Solovetsky monastery. Then your team will assault the monastery, destroy the AA guns, and your American planes can bomb the Radash and prevent the nuclear explosions on Western Europe, which are actually bombs of America to prevent the Soviet strike, but those bombs have actually been hacked and manipulated by the Soviet forces. And thus no world will end, but you will but you will be greeted with an interesting cutscene at the end, where you will meet with Adler at a cliff, and he literally pulls a gun and kills you, and literally says this: "It was nothing personal." Okay, and you, Bell, who has pretty good reflexes, will shoot him at the same moment, and thus probably killing each other. So and that's referred to as heroic sacrifice in the Wikipedia, or in the fandom Wikipedia of the game. Okay, you literally save your teammates, literally save your country, just to be killed by the Americans again. Okay, and now let's come to the bad ending, which too is referred by Americans. So the bad ending, you need to lie that your comrade to Adler that your comrade Perseus is in Duga, which is not the correct place, and then you need to radio Perseus about Adler's location so he can hunt that backstabber. Okay, then you will then you will then at Duga, Adler will ask you, where the heck have they brought you to. However, you have three choices, that is to tell them that never underestimate Russians again, and some three stuffs and out. But if you take the wrong answer, which is the middle answer, you will Adler will literally shoot you. Okay, and after signaling that never to underestimate Russians again, you will literally yes, you will literally yeah, you will man, this is so violent. The Soviet soldiers will now assault the position, and now through an RPG, and you will get a high shock because the RPG landed near you. However, you will soon be woken up, and a person would take you and who would help you get up, who is actually a masked Russian soldier, and he would tell you to fight for vengeance. Okay, and thus you will now kill the full CIA team, and you will be greeted with dramatic cutscenes at each and every second. And then you will know that Adler is in the building, and you will thus kill Adler in the building. However, it will be followed by an intense fight with knife stabbing and stuff like that. Okay, and then you will see that the masked Russian soldier who had followed you to the building Adler was hiding in was actually none other than Perseus himself. We know that Perseus, although was extremely brutal and extremely very brutal person, and maybe he was a war criminal, although he never backstabbed his comrade in arms, unlike Adler. Adler literally backstabs you and betrays you any moment. Okay, but not Perseus. Perseus actually cares for his comrades in arms, and that's why I think that the bad ending should be rewritten as a good ending. And moreover, then you will get to know from Perseus that the name Perseus was never actually his name. It was an ideology. Perseus was a group of people working. They followed an ideology, that is communism. Okay, I'm not supporting communism in any case, so please, capitalists, don't get triggered. Okay, now after that, Perseus, instead of shooting you, which Adler does usually, would give you a side arc and pat you on the shoulder, and then proceed to nuke all the countries of Western Europe. Okay, and thus making America get blamed for all of the. It will literally make America's plan to attack Soviet forces backstab on them. Okay, and thus America will get blamed, and Americans will lose favor from all over the world, and the Western Europe will grow communism. And this is it, guys. Subscribe, like, share, and please don't get triggered. Okay, bye.